Hello and welcome to a new episode of Trains App, and today we're at Colchester on the Great Eastern Mainline. We're being serviced from Greater Anglia, and with any luck, some freight as well. Now, I was going to do Romford today, but the weather is not going to be kind to me, and despite the recent tranquility of my surroundings at present, the wind is rather strong, so I fear when you get to Romford, because of its nature being quite open, that it's going to be quite tricky to get any filming done. And you can see that behind Asda, those clouds do not look inviting. So it'll just be Colchester done on my visit to the Great Eastern Mainline. Rest assured I shall try and get some more stations covered throughout the remainder of the year. But anyway, let's see what shall turn up. Okay, the first train of the day is going to be a pairing of Greater Anglia 321s working the 1333 Greater Anglia service from Thorpe-le-Soken to London Liverpool Street. Engineering works are currently taking place between Ipswich and Norwich, so all Intercity services are terminating at Ipswich, and there are also no services going to the likes of Clacton-on-Sea. Leading the way is 321366, and I shall get her classmates when she leaves. I completely agree with you. Okay, departing now is the 1333 Greater Anglia service from Thorpe-le-Soken to London Liverpool Street. Geoffrey Freeman Allen. Three, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2. R. Barnes brings up the rear. I'll be spending the entirety of my time down at this end, as I can be well sheltered from the wind. Even though I do have some protection over the microphone, the strength of the wind sadly will just completely make it pointless. In other news, plenty of traffic. Okay, our first freight train of the day is going to be worked by GBRF Class 66, going from Felixstowe South to Hams Hall. Looks like this might be the Cemex livery 66 780. Running, well, near enough empty, really, which is a rarity for any GBRF freight train. Normally they're running full to capacity. Okay, the next train drive is going to be the 1346 Greater Anglia service from Ipswich to London Liverpool Street, led by 316119 and one of our classmates. With 36120 bringing up the rear. That's going to be here for about 6 minutes, as another pair of 360s had pulled up next to me. They'll be working, as you can see there, the 1347 to Ipswich from London Liverpool Street. If we look down there, we see a singular 321 coming in with a terminating service from Colchester Town. And this is worked by 321355. Why it's not going into platform 5, I don't know. That would have made more sense to me, but there we go. I don't make the rules. Marvellous. Okay, now departing is 321355 with the 1346 Greater Anglia service to Colchester Town. As also departing is the 1347 Greater Anglia service to Ipswich, worked by a pair of Class 360s. Leading the way was 360-115. And on the rear is 360-110. Make the most of these on the Great Eastern Mainline while you can, as they are slowly but surely getting removed. Bit of a violent crossover there. Alright then, the next train to make an appearance is a Greater Anglia Class 360 with a terminating service from Walton on the Naze. Works by, I think, 360-111. That'll be here for about 4 minutes or so. Then it'll head back to Walton on the Naze. Very nice. Okay, getting ready to depart now is going to be 360-111 with the 1356 Greater Anglia service to Walton on the Naze. And away she goes. Okay, the next train to arrive is going to be the 1403 Greater Anglia Intercity service from Ipswich to London Liverpool Street. I'm sure it's 745-108 anyway. Already nice and dirty. Gotta say, those Stadler units, they do look the business, don't they? Just seem never ending. I just love their articulated length, it's fantastic. They're just stunning looking trains. They really are fantastic. Okay, the next train to arrive is going to be the 1404 Greater Anglia service to Ipswich, worked by a pair of 321s. So you're getting a right little mixed bag. You get 360s, you're getting 321s and 745s. Leading the proceedings is 321332. And I'm convinced on the rear of this is a 321 in its former National Express colour scheme. But we shall find out when this train departs. Lovely. Okay, departing now is the 1404 Greater Anglia service to Ipswich. And 321428 brings up the rear. I have no doubt we'll see that pairing again later on in the film. And there's a newspaper. Terrible behaviour. I wonder if that'll get fined for trespassing. I think it should, personally. Okay, the next train to arrive is another terminating service from Colchester Town. Sees the return of 321355. 355 will be making regular appearances throughout the film, I'm sure. Not that I'm complaining. I'll take any 321 that I can get. I'd buy one if I could. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be another pair of Greater Anglia 321s working the 1412 Greater Anglia service from Ipswich to London Liverpool Street, with the windscreen wipers kind of doing their own thing, completely out of sequence. 321-349 leads. With 348 bringing up the rear. Marvellous job. Now, if the wind wasn't picking up and the rain wasn't dashing, I would stand at the bottom of platform 4 because you can actually catch the trains bouncing over the points. I mean, if I was from standing here, the camera obviously wouldn't be able to pick it up, but with the human eye, can catch the trains bouncing over the points as they're coming into Colchester. I'm not too sure about what happens if they're going out, but certainly coming in, the trains have got a lot of bounce going on. So if I was standing at the top of platform 4, I'd be able to get that. Unfortunately, the weather has certainly curtailed those plans. Okay, the next train to arrive is going to be the 1416 Greater Anglia service to Thorpe-le-Soken, calling at Wivenhoe and Thorpe-le-Soken. Leading the way is 321-341. I shall get the rear when she departs. Bit of damage there to the front of that 321. Could do with a bit of a clean, I must admit. Okay, now departing is the 1416 Greater Anglia service to Thorpe-le-Soken. On the rear is 321366. And she's not hanging about. Okay, spot now is 321355 with the 1420 Greater Anglia service to Colchester Town. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be another pair of Greater Anglia 321s working the 1424 service to Ipswich. 321358 leads proceedings. And I shall get to the rear when she departs. Okay, departing now is the 1424 Greater Anglia service to Ipswich. Oh, train's having a wee. Excellent. And 321313 brings up the rear. With a very nice sounding traction motor as well. Okay, the next train to come charging down is going to be a GBRF Class 66 going from Felixstowe South to Masborough. 66766. She wasn't hanging around, and that was a lot of noise. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is another GBRF Class 66, going from Birch Coppice to Felixstowe North. (66.767). A wave from the driver as well, thank you kindly. Vast array of sizes and colours of these containers. It just seems never ending. Quite surprised though, it's just passing through platform 1. I thought it would have been easier to send it through platform 2, but there we are. Makes sense to them. Okay, the next train to turn up is going to be one of the Renatus 321s. This will be starting the 14:33 service to London Liverpool Street, having just come out from Colchester Depot. 321-306 will be starting and then proceeding to London Liverpool Street. Now, it was originally going to go onto platform 2, then they said no, it's going to platform 1. Then they decided to change it to platform 2 once more. I'm glad they know what they're doing. They're just playing with a big train set, really. Okay, 321-306 is now departing with the 14:33 Greater Anglia service to London Liverpool Street, calling at Whittam, Chelmsford, Ingerson, Shenfield and Stratford, and then London Liverpool Street. Due into London Liverpool Street at 15:31, so just under an hour from now. Okay, the next train to arrive, coming in just shy of 10 minutes early, well 9 minutes now, is going to be the 14:47 Greater Anglia service to Ipswich with independently functioning windscreen wipers, worked by a pair of Class 321s. No, worked by a singular Class 321. Alright then. Worked by 321-445. Grand. Okay, and following on from this, we're then going to have incoming the 14:46 Greater Anglia service to London Liverpool Street from Ipswich, worked by a worked by a pair of Class 360s with 361-10 leading proceedings. And 361-15 now brings up the rear. Grand. And now coming in is another terminating Greater Anglia service from Colchester Town, worked by 321-355. just slowly gliding her way in. You've done that before, haven't you? Okay, our final train of the day is going to be a pair of Freightliner Class 86s going from Crewe Bass Hall to Felixstowe North. 86-609 and 639. Well, they're not hanging about, and as both 86s power their way up the Great Eastern Mainline towards Felixstowe, I should leave it there. Thank you all very much for watching, it is greatly appreciated. If you have enjoyed what you've seen today, then please do like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment, I do get back to them as and when I get the opportunity to. Well, even though it's a very amended timetable and the services are running limited at best, it's actually been a very enjoyable stay here. Okay, it's been very windy, quite damp and really cold, but still quite enjoyable nonetheless. My next station will be Kettering on the Midland Main Line. Really looking forward to filming there, should be jolly good fun. After that, I have no idea where I'm going, so I'll have to just make it up as I go along. But until next time, from me here at Colchester, I shall see you all later. Take care, guys. Goodbye.